A long time ago, I used to watch a lot of these clone army videos, each of them being more grandiose and absurd than the last. I was entranced by the rows upon rows of white, but alas, I could only think to myself, maybe one day I'll be able to afford 1,000 clones and a grey baseplate. So that's exactly what I've done today. Minus the grey baseplate. But that shouldn't be a big deal, right? Anyways, to mimic the exact experience of being an army builder, I'll open up the set and throw out the builds, because those are just distractions from the real point of the set, those beautiful figures. Now, I'll just get a bunch more, and boom, what a great army. They're all lined up perfectly and, now what? They all just stand there looking the exact same. Hold on, this can't be right. I have to see what all the other army builders are doing. Ah yes, what a great use of hundreds of dollars just to make a shelf display where 90% of the troopers can't even be seen. So as you can see, I've become kind of disillusioned with building huge clone armies. As with most products, there's always a diminishing marginal return. The more you buy of a certain thing, the less you're gonna enjoy it after each additional unit. And for clones, it feels like that marginal return just diminishes at an exponential rate until it hits a brick ceiling after getting a couple of sets. Now, there is a certain novelty in collecting new variants of clones, but once I get more than 4 of the same clone, I just kind of start to ignore the rest. Especially when they're all lined up one behind another, you can't even see any of the front printing of the clones, which is like the most unique and the only reason you would actually buy these, right? And when they're hiding in the back, all you can see is the same white top where there's like no printing anyways. However, even when I clearly knew that it was not worth paying 30 more bucks for a few clones and droids when I had already bought enough, there was always this lingering thought in my mind that, I should just get one more to complete my collection before the set retires, to still build that beautiful army. Now, I think this phenomenon can be explained in 2 major ways. Firstly, I think the idea of a clone army will always feel better than the actual thing, because in your head, you'll always idealize the thought of having 1,000 clone troopers, 7 different factions, and commanders to lead them all. You go on social media and you see other people flexing an eBay haul that's bigger than your entire collection. So you think, oh, that's gonna be my goal in the future. I want to experience the joy that this guy must also be feeling from owning so many clones. Secondly, in tandem with the first, there's always the fear of missing out. We've all seen the 212th and 41st Elite Core Troopers that come from seemingly innocuous $13 battle packs shoot to become $20 each. Or maybe the Shock Troopers going for $80, and even the plain Phase 2 Troopers that come from a $10 set and an advent calendar going for $30 to $40 each. But wait, these very same troopers are available in sets right now. You missed out on 2014, it would be such a shame to miss out on getting enough supply of your favorite clone for the second time, wouldn't it? And $30 is certainly a small price to pay for salvation. The biggest example that I personally felt was with the Republic fighter tank that came with 3 187th Legion troopers. In the back of my mind, I already knew that LEGO is basically never going to release these figures again, since they're completely made up and not canon to the Star Wars universe. So this set was kind of a one-off situation. As a result, there was a sense of artificial urgency and exclusivity to get as many as possible now, or else I'll never be able to get them again in the future. I got one set for the collection, and even though I had no intention of getting another one at all, and I probably won't participate in investing or reselling the set later on, this induced fleeting opportunity still made me reconsider for a second. To add on to all this, the bricklink prices of these guys were already $15 to $20 each before the set even retired. So it took some serious consideration to not jump on a bandwagon that hundreds of other people already did. But despite all this though, I still think there are plenty of healthy ways of collecting LEGO clones that are not just putting everything on a baseplate. Inherently, the original purpose of minifigures are to be the supporting cast to the builds of a set, to enhance the spaceships and breathe life into them. But somewhere along the way, people forgot about that and started maniacally buying every single battle pack and then displaying the figures by themselves, disregarding the actual builds and environments that these guys were supposed to be displayed with. So let's bring back the army building that involves animations, dioramas, or even just the same sets that they came in. I certainly think a bunker that's populated with hundreds of clones and Republic gunships will be a far more fulfilling exhibit than hundreds of clones lined up on a great baseplate with all the empty gunships lined up beside them. Or even if you don't have the pieces to go that extreme, just display them with your ATRTs or your bark speeders and make a scene. Have fun. Or maybe I'm crazy and I'm not actually getting the true army builder experience because I didn't buy the crucial gray baseplate to display my guys on. Regardless, with that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.